bringing the power of English and STEM educations to communities that need it the most. The U.S. Embassy is proud to support you with the help of our English language specialists, 3 virtual English language specialists, and 15 local educational leaders. Together, you will explore new teaching strategies, create impactful resources, and ultimately prepare your students for the future of workforce. Your work is truly at the heart of Costa Rica efforts to graduate fully bilingual students. You are not only helping them gaining language skill, but also building their confidence to succeed in the job market. I want to thank each of you for being part of this journey and for your passion of shaping the future of education in Costa Rica. Let's make the most of this opportunity, and I can't wait to see all the great things you will achieve together. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lehi. I so appreciate that. Oh, sweethearts,
Mhm,
Paula.
mhm.
So
And I also wanted to introduce Carmen, our English specialist who has been a key in this process. Carmen really have worked very hard helping to get the virtual educators and presenting proposal to the State Department to get the support. And this is where we are here, the U.S. Embassy in San Jose, Costa Rica, helping to this project. And I think it goes all to Carmen.
thank you. Carmen, do you want to say anything? A little brief hello?
Well, thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Carmen Chinchilla, and I work with Ligia here at the U.S. Embassy in San Jose. Thank you, Mary, Ivan, and of course, the virtual educators, and Elizabeth, who's not here, and Rilo in Panama, who approved the program. It's like the Oscars. Thank you very much to everyone, and good luck to all the teachers who are beginning this journey today. As Ligia said, we hope that it is for the best, and take advantage of this opportunity to learn, share, relearn, and do everything that you do, which is magic. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mary, and
Thank
thank you.
you. Thank you, Leah. Thank you, Carmen. Thank you both. And welcome everybody who's here right now, and welcome everybody who's watching this on video. Yeah, we're really happy you're here. And this is such a unique opportunity. I want to share a little bit about the project with you. And so I'm going to share my screen again when my computer feels like it will let me. There we go. Can you see the screen? Awesome. Beautiful. So now
Yes,
we
we
have
can see it.
a corrected agenda. There we go. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the project and where it's coming from. So this project comes out of something I think everybody here knows. We all know that in Costa Rica, we need to improve our levels of English to meet our workforce needs, which will lead us to economic stability. And that's not news for us. We all know that. What might be news for some of us here is that part of that urgency with English is also English for STEAM, because the work that the collaboration that the U.S. Embassy is and the United States government is wanting to invest in Costa Rica to develop the more work opportunities that have to do with STEAM, specifically with semiconductors, and we need a workforce for that. And so we have a consultation that the Institute for Collaborative Learning is leading with the Ministry of Science, Technology, and Telecommunications, with MISIT, and with INA, to promote English for STEAM. And we have two tasks in this particular consultation this year. One is a needs analysis, and the other is this professional development for Costa Rican professors. And the needs analysis is about researching the current situation in Costa Rica. I'm going to talk about that next. And then the professional development part for Costa Rica is this project with you all, this seminar and the TOT. So to give you a little bit of background on that. In the needs assessment, Yvonne and I worked with two people from El Colectivo 506, if any of you are familiar with that organization. Amazing journalism. If you haven't been to their website, check it out. It's super useful and interesting. It's El Colectivo 506. And with Catherine Stanley Obando and Monica Quesada. And we did a needs, we're in the process of finishing up a needs analysis where we sent out a survey. We had 102 people respond from the education, business, and government sectors. We had a couple focus group meetings. We had about 8 interviews, and then we did a literature review of some documents that are most relevant. And these are the overarching themes that are coming out of this needs assessment right now. That in Costa Rica, we need to build on and strengthen our resources. There's limited collaboration between universities and educational institutions. And one of the recommendations is going to be how can we foster more partnerships? So this particular project, where we have 113 educators from 14 different educational institutions, is going to help foster those relationships and begin to think about how can we have sustainable cross-sector programs. Another theme that came up is that the policy challenges that I'm sure you all know this, the instability and lack of coordination. So that when we have, we have one government that has a number of initiatives, and then we have another government that comes up with new initiatives. And so that lack of continuity leads to less effectiveness. And the absence of monitoring systems that are outside of sort of the political parties, and the change in political parties. So so we're recommending, and the idea of how can we get sort of a national council or a centralized program that oversees and coordinates and promotes English for STEAM through all of the different stakeholding sectors. So another theme that's come up is the curricular and educational integration. There's overloaded curriculum. We have low English exit levels and a delayed focus on English. So we've seen more as it's come. So one of the recommendations we're seeing is how can we integrate STEAM in English and integrate it earlier and restructure our curriculum perhaps and to weave in STEAM related skills. And that's something that we're going to be working on in this project with you all. The other theme of teacher training, professional development, that there's a lack of continuous training for STEAM specific, English for STEAM specific teacher training. So that's also part of this project, is targeting that. Theme number 6, access and equity. There are, as you know, challenges, urban-rural disparities, lack of technology in rural areas, and then gender inequality in STEAM. So while in this project we haven't focused specifically on rural areas, we do have some educators from rural areas, which is exciting. But this is sort of an overall needs analysis. The alignment with the labor market, we all know we have low English proficiency, and we need to improve it and prioritize public-private partnerships to get to that point, so that students who are graduating from our high schools and from our universities are actually ready for the labor market needs. And then the other theme is technology and digital learning, and the lack of digital tools, especially in rural areas, is a challenge, and has come up in all of those as a challenge. So that's also something that this program is going to address on some level. So those are the initial results from our needs analysis. And the second part of the program is this English Works in Costa Rica. And I want to share with you the goals for the program that you might have already seen and you might not have. We've got 6 goals. So we want to support English educators in higher education and employability sectors. So that's why the universities and ENA were chosen for this particular project. We do have 5 people here who actually work in MEP as well, which is fantastic. And we are not forgetting MEP at all. But for this particular project, it was focused on higher education and employability sector at ENA. Right? We hope to promote critical thinking, innovation, and digital literacy. So we're working online. We're asking you to create STEAM resources that are accessible online. We're looking forward to fostering cultures of creativity and innovation and digital competency. We're excited about co-creating and providing access to digital teaching resources, the toolbox, which we talked about. Oops, sorry. 3 more goals. We'd love to build this professional community of practice. And I have been so inspired by conversations and messages from many of you saying how excited you are to be working on English for STEAM and to be in community with other teachers and professors. And I feel like this particular project is a great opportunity for us. So another goal is to foster curriculum alignment and interdisciplinary learning. We have a beautiful curriculum called English Works that's about English for business, and wonderful English language specialist who's also working on creating more materials of English for STEAM. And we also know that there's not like one curriculum that would fit all your institutions and all your contexts. So that's why we want to create the toolbox so that you can have access to learning about English for STEAM, learning about how to weave or integrate English for STEAM into your classes, and grow, like as a country, can we grow in having more alignment and adapting what we're doing to include and focus on English for STEAM, which will lead to our workforce readiness, right? That's what we want. We as educators need to have the skills to get our students ready for the workforce. And so that is another goal of this project. We mentioned the toolbox. We're going to have a website that it's gonna be a low-tech website. It's a Google website where we're going to store the resources that you all either comment on. So either you'll be designing a resource that works for your students in your context, or taking some other resource and creating an analysis of why you would like to use it, so that other educators can learn from your experience and, if possible, use the materials that you're using. So you will be seeing this toolbox quite a bit. Quick overview of, we have 113 participants from 12 institutions. And you'll see there's even though there's 113, we have more numbers here because a number of you work at 2 institutions. So the number of people at each institution, when you add that up, it will be more than 113. But as you can see, INA, UTN, TEC, UNED, UNA, UCR, UNIVE, ULACIT, LULATINA, International Christian School, MEP, and Fundatec. So we're very excited to have all of these institutions collaborating. And here is a geographic breakdown a little bit of, we have 33 people based in San Jose, 24 in Heredia, 14 in Guanacaste and Alajuela, 7 in Cartago, 11 Punta Arenas, 11 in Cartago. I put those together. 1 from Turrialba, 3 from San Carlos, 1 from Atenas, and 1 from Brunca. So that's a quick breakdown of the participants. A summary of your experiences. 5 to 10% of you have advanced experience working on interdisciplinary teams developing STEAM curriculum. So we have a number of specialists within the group, which is really exciting. And then we have a moderate amount of people with moderate experience. 15 to 20% have some experience. I don't have my numbers there for the limited, and then but no experience, we have 30 to 40%. So we have a range of experiences in teaching English for STEAM, which is super exciting. I think that we'll be able to help each other learn, and yeah, I'm just really excited about having the variety here. There is a clear need for professional development for English for STEAM, and we have some experience here. We have some specialists here, and I'm going to skip over this slide because it's really already said it. So these are some of the people involved. This is project management and resource design. You see myself and Yvonne here. And then we have Efrain Diaz, who is the author of English Works, and he's an English language specialist sponsored by the US State Department. And the three of us have been working on organizing and guiding and leading, and Efrain has been very focused on the resource design. We have 3 teams of people in this project. Team 1 is being led by Veronica La, our virtual educator, and we have 6 local educational leaders. Romeo Acuña, Evania Ortiz, Oscar Viquez, Yorleni Romero, Ana Yancy Morales, and Laura Cotto. So you'll see that, and these teams are starting to have their meetings this week. Melissa Lisk is leading the second team with Cinia Jimenez, Graciela Cubero, Maria Montserrat Ramirez, Ana Lorena Frias, and Carla Chinchilla. And team 3 is being led by Eman Al-Shurafa, with Ana Marcela Montenegro, Yendri Dover, Vivian Vargas, Veronica Ogilve, and Maricela Acevedo. So we're so grateful for all the leadership teams that are going to be playing this role. All of the other professors and instructors from ENA and the universities, each of you will be on one team. Each team will have, like in this team 3, there'll be 5 what we call buddy groups. And each of our local educators will be leading one of the buddy groups. So we've been in the process of getting the WhatsApp groups organized. You'll be seeing that you'll be part of a team and you'll be part of a buddy group. Oh, a few reasons why, when you all filled out the applications, these are things that you were interested in terms of why you wanted to participate. It was professional growth, curriculum development, collaboration, networking, the relevance you felt to our workforce needs, and leadership, and developing leadership and having an impact. So it was really interesting to see your answers in that. All of you, there was a lot of positive reception about creating a STEAM, the toolbox, and very excited about the collaboration and community building and creating these specific resources that will help us improve outcomes. And there was also some concern that was expressed about making sure it's actively used and what sort of training would go with it. We don't have answers to those concerns right now, but we will work with them for sure. But for the first step is the creation of it and working on this together. And you all had beautiful things to say about what you hope to achieve and what impact you hope to have in this project. Many of you wanted to have institutional impact by integrating STEAM into your instruction and sharing what you've learned with colleagues, and maybe lead other projects that really help other educators spread the benefits of this program. 25% of you said you wanted to get some new methodologies for teaching English for STEAM. 20% wanted to have regional and societal impact, and 35% wanted professional growth. So I think it's really nice to see how clear you are and how these next 8 weeks can have a positive impact on you. So now I am going to stop sharing and invite you all to make comments or questions in the chat. We can also unmute and speak. I think it'd be good to have people raise their hand and we can call on you just to have some order in terms of the speaking, but feel free to dive into the chat and share. And what comments do you have? What questions do you have? What are you thinking about in terms of this project that we're about to start, or that we are starting? Montserrat.
Oh, hello, everyone. It's a real pleasure to be around, and I would like to thank everyone for this initiative. We're very excited at Tech to be part of this project. I think it's pretty important, something huge. I know probably the timing isn't the best. We were talking the other day about it because we're about to, we're waiting for the holidays, and I know everyone is full of work, but I would like to thank the U.S. Embassy, Mary's team, all the teachers for making this a reality. And also I would like to encourage our tech teachers to keep on working hard and to do the best that you can.
Thank you, Montserrat. Go ahead, Michelle. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I hope you guys are doing great. Well, I just wanted to say that I'm super excited and that I think it's wonderful that there are some that there are different people from different universities. I've seen some people here, and I know that they not only work for maybe one institution, but they work for many, for some others. So I think it's even more meaningful for the whole process and the things that we're gonna do. So good luck, everyone, and thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you so much, Michelle. And Zur, thank you.
Well, following the line of tech. Well, first of all, I want to tell you that I'm happy to be here, and I'm as well as Michelle, super excited to be working with you. I am also glad to find a lot of colleagues here, not especially the ones from tech, like with different people that we have been working with, and also happy to find like different participants from many institutions around the world and in the country too. So, well, I wish the best, and well, time to work. Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks so much, Zur. It's good to see you, my neighbor. I think we have time for two more voices, and I know there's some amazing human beings in the Zoom room who have beautiful, beautiful comments about English for STEAM in Costa Rica or questions. How about two more people? All right, Susan, thank you.
Hello, everyone. Well, I'm a little bit behind the tree with this topic, so I really would like to learn and also be able to apply in my classroom all the techniques and tasks that I can bring to my students. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you, Susan. Would one of the specialists like to say a little hello? Thanks, Efrain. Efrain, you're mute.
Hi, I'm Efrain Diaz. I'm the English language specialist who wrote English Works. And I just want you to know that it has been a very successful program. We piloted it all through Pakistan, and it's been traveling around the world. And it's really, one of the things that has emotioned me the most is that the comments from women, from girls, how much they've gotten out of it. And, sometimes they're the ones that are left behind in our projects because everything's focused sometimes towards the boys or men. And I just want you to know that I'm here to answer any questions about English Works. I will be creating, certain materials that go along with the STEAM projects. But also, if you have any related questions about English Works, you can contact me directly. There's lots of materials and resources in English Works, and it's basically was geared towards A1, A2 students in English that had graduated high school, public high school, but just didn't have enough English to, to be in a business or the skills necessary. So a lot of the skills that are there correlate a lot with customer service, how to write emails, how to address your boss, business language, things like that, that will also be covered throughout our curriculum. I'm very excited about being a part of this project. Costa Rica, as you can tell by my my email, Vida9, is very close to my heart. I've been going to Costa Rica since 1996. So, and I have a project in Islita right now, where we started a pre-K through 6 elementary school program, and the children are already speaking English in a year. And now we're going to start an adult education program there as well. So Costa Rica's in my heart. All of you are in my heart. Please use us all, okay?
Thank you so much, Efrain. And thank you everybody who has come for our kickoff meeting. If there's anything else, any questions you have, I think you're all in the WhatsApp groups. If you're not, let me know and let Ivan Suazo know. We will work on that, and we'll get the buddy groups going soon. We're not quite there yet, but we're almost there. Thank you so much. We're really excited about this work. Veronica, did you want to add something?
Hi, Mary. How are you? I just wanted to add that I'm very grateful because this is a great opportunity for all of us to contribute to the development of our students. And I'm really happy that we get to share with everybody from different universities, honoring the voices of different groups of people who we represent. It is a great responsibility for us to create like the best materials and be really committed to this initiative in order to really make an impact in our society, Costa Rica, and in our future too. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vera. Yes, it is. It's exciting. And we haven't, I was just seeing all of your names going across my screens the last couple of weeks. I was thinking about how amazing it is to have an opportunity of so many institutions to come together and collaborate. And that to me is one of the biggest outcomes. And I'm looking forward to what comes next already. Even though I'm still getting ready for this. I'm thinking ahead, like, could we have a conference next year? Or how are we going to carry this like, how are we going to have this network function after this course and after this seminar? What else can we do to really build up steam in all senses of the word? So, Jose Eduardo, thank you for that. I appreciate that message. Fabricio Gonzalez.
Hi, everyone. I have a question. I'm on team 2, but early in this week, we've got a message that our meetings were on Thursday from 1:30 to 3 p.m. But today we received a message that now they're going to be from 8:30, no, from 8 to 9:30 a.m.
That was a mistake. That was a mistake, Fabricio. Sorry about that. We are using, so just so you know, we're using the same Zoom link for all of the rooms. So that was a copy paste from team 1's message. Okay. Sorry about that. There are 3 times what we put in the chat. I appreciate you checking in. Team 1 meets on Thursdays from 8 to 9:30. Team 2 meets on Thursdays from 1:30 to 3. And team 3 meets on Fridays from 5:30 to 7.
Thanks for clarifying. I had the same question. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you for asking. And yes, we're working on it. Vinicio.
Afternoon, everybody, and thanks for the opportunity to be here. I don't know so much about STEAM, so I would like to make a question to have a little bit more clear what's going on here. Is a STEAM a methodology that is going to help us to teach English to anyone, or are we going to learn how to teach English to STEAM careers?
So the
Thank you.
idea is how to weave STEAM related content and necessities like thinking skills and communicative skills and business skills. How do you weave that into your English classes? So what you'll do this first week, we're going to look at just why is STEAM important and why is English for STEAM important? And then each week we're going to go over sort of just some different resources that you might use that involve 1 week about science, 1 week about technology, 1 week about engineering, 1 week about arts, 1 week about math. So we're just going to go through each of those themes and look at resources, and you're going to analyze them and adapt them or choose something that you think you could adapt for your students. And the idea is for all of us to get into the creative, generative, thinking about our own classrooms and what can we do for our own classrooms or for our own institutions. So it's not one big English for STEAM course that you would be putting right into your institutions. It's more like weaving in the skills, the knowledge, and it could turn into a one big course already. And we have some people here that are already teaching English for STEAM. We have somebody here teaching English for semiconductors. So some really specific courses. So we'll be able to learn from them about that. So it's a general overview, but you'll also, so as a new person, you'll be getting sort of a little taste of pieces. And then for people with lots of experience, you'll be able to share your experience and also choose resources and adapt them and offer resources for the toolbox that you think would be useful.
Thank you very much.
How's that sound?
Well, that scared me a little bit because it looks like the students must know English in order to work with the bibliography or the readings or the materials that we are going to use. That's what it looks like for me right now. I'm not sure about what's going on yet.
Well,
but
I look forward to hearing about your experience as it evolves and seeing how it might fit. Yeah. So, all right. I want to thank everybody for coming. We are 7 minutes over what we had said. We were going to be half an hour. So if you need to leave, please feel free. If you'd like to stay and ask questions, please feel free to stay and ask questions. But I want to offer an easy out for anybody who needs to leave or was ready to leave. So thank you all so much. Thank you to the U.S. Embassy. Thank you to the State Department for sponsoring our virtual educators and our English language specialist. Thank you to Missy. Thank you to Ina. Thank you to all of the institutions. And thank you most of all to you all for showing up here. We really appreciate it. Kelly. Oh, Kelly, you're mute.
All right, now, yeah, I thought I had unmuted. Sorry. Good afternoon to everyone. Hope everyone is fine. Nice to be here. My question is this: I'm in group 3, we meet on Friday evening. Is there any material that we need to read before the live session on Friday?
Iman, would you like to answer that?
Yes. First of all, hello, everyone. My name is Iman Al-Sharafa. I'll be the virtual educator for Team 3. We will meet on Friday. If you are on the WhatsApp group, I have sent the agenda, and I've been updating the agenda, and no, that's for today. I'm sorry. There will be a slide show that talks about the lesson plan for week 1 and the topics that we will be discussing with all the participants. I will be asking you questions, getting your feedback, get to know what best works for your for the participants or for your students. So week 1 will be kind of like general idea about English for STEAM or general idea about the theme for week 1. Maybe we can discuss things together. Maybe we can modify the lesson plan. I would like to hear from you and also share things with you. Not really anything to prepare for, but I would like to hear from you.
Okay, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Thank you. G. Cubero.
Thank you, Graciela. Well, I have a question. I I'm thinking about what you just said about working on materials for like a general emphasis or focus on STEAM. But I'm thinking about if we are going to collaborate on creating like the curriculum. I mean, are we going to work together on the competences that students are going to develop, contents that each unit will have, or it's more general than that?
Graciela, it's more general than that because each institution has different curriculums. So it's like we can create one curriculum that's going to fit UNED, UCR, Tech, ULATINA, ULACIT. That doesn't, it's impossible. So, and different institutions use different standards and different approaches to standards. And so this project is more general. And hopefully what would be really amazing would be if your institution does get together and create something that works for your institution that's linked to standards. That would be amazing. That would be amazing.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Good question. Lena.
Oh, hi. I'm from Punta Arenas. I work for INA too. I have a question. Are we creating materials or the toolbox for different levels or only for A1 and 2?
Oh, different levels. Different
So
levels.
is it helpful if we take to the first lesson or to the first meeting materials that we already have, or I would like to know how is it going to be, or if
for the
we're
first meeting,
listening and then creating or something like
I
that?
think for the first meeting, just show up. Just come.
That's
Yeah,
it.
it's Tuesday. We're all working full time. We're overworked, underpaid. Just show up this week. We're happy to have you with us. And your virtual educator will guide you. In fact, this week, I don't think they're even going to ask you to make materials for this week. They're going to start next week. Am I right, virtual educators? Maybe I'm wrong. Ooh.
They will be exploring some resources at the end of our seminar, so they will have a little bit of homework to do next week.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But I think as far as just knowing sort of what you use, you're not coming here to show us what you can do. It's like you're coming with us because we know you can do it, that some of you have already done it, some of you haven't, and we're here to work together.
Thank you.
Harold.
Hey, hello. I'm happy to be here, but I have some questions. One of them is I got an email and I joined one WhatsApp group, I think created by Ivan. But I don't know, when I enter, I saw so many other groups like Mary, you mentioned. My question is, should I have to include myself as, or just stay in the one that I was placed and that's it? And should I have to ignore all the other things that going on? Because when I open, I see and take me to see so many things, so many little groups that honestly are confusing because we already are in so many WhatsApp groups on our work. So I just would like to be sure that I don't have to be looking or checking in any other WhatsApp group in there, so to not be missing anything.
Yeah, thank you. You don't. So you'll have, I think there's like a main WhatsApp group for announcements. Then there's your team. And then there's your buddy group. That's it. That's it. So you can ignore the groups that you're not in. In fact, it's easier if you ignore them because you don't have to be in them, and we don't want you to be in other people's buddy groups or other teams. We just want you to be in the one team that you're in. So if we've made a mistake, which is a potential, please help us by letting us know, and we'll put you in the right group. Yeah, and then just ignore the other. Or maybe like when you see all of them, instead of going, oh my God, look at all those WhatsApp groups and feeling stressed, you could say, look at all those other people working. That's amazing. How beautiful.
Thank you.
And I don't have to do their work for them or with them. Yeah, thanks, Harold. It's a very good question, and I know many people have it. So thank you, Ligia. Thank you, Carmen. Any other questions? Thank you all so much. Enjoy the afternoon. We look forward. We'll try to remember to send out reminders in all the WhatsApp groups just before your meetings to say, hey, here's the link, even though it's always going to be the same link. I personally love it when someone sends me the link, even though I know I'm supposed to know where it is. So we'll do our best to do that. And any questions you have, you can ask in the WhatsApp groups, or you could contact Yvonne or myself or your virtual educator or Efrain.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Gracias.
Bye-bye. Have a very good one.
Thank you.
Take care, everybody.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks in advance for all your hard
Bye,
work.
everyone.